As of today, RFK Jr.'s name is going to appear on the ballot in 3 critical swing states, even though he has been trying desperately to get it removed. And he believes if his name stays, it might hurt former President Trump in the upcoming election. I'm going to show you how in a second. But first, I want to thank my subscribers for overwhelmingly voting for this story as the bonus this week. If you want to vote too, make sure you subscribe to my page during my next live event, or you can follow these steps and you can subscribe right now. As you know, before he dropped out, RFK Jr. did qualify to appear on about 24 state ballots this presidential election. And that includes 3 critical swing states: Wisconsin, Michigan, and North Carolina. See, when Kennedy dropped out, he said he wants to keep his name on all these other states, but he wanted to have his name removed from those 3 swing states. Despite what everybody is telling you and what you're hearing, this election is going to be extremely close. And it's likely going to come down to about 100,000 voters in these swing states: Wisconsin, Michigan, North Carolina, which I just talked about, plus Arizona, Georgia, and Pennsylvania. And if Kennedy's name is on half of those swing state ballots, he thinks he is going to become a spoiler for former President Trump. That's because Kennedy believes his supporters are more likely to vote for former President Trump if Kennedy's name isn't on the ballot. But if Kennedy's name is on the ballot, he is concerned that his supporters will still vote for him, and that will take critical swing state votes away from former President Trump. And that's a problem because both Trump and Vice President Harris are battling for every single one of those critical swing state votes. So to avoid all of that, Kennedy has been fighting since he dropped out in the courts in North Carolina, Michigan, and Wisconsin to get his name off those ballots. Today, a judge in North Carolina said, no dice. By law, ballots in North Carolina are to be mailed out starting tomorrow, Friday. And the judge ruled there simply isn't time to reprint everything and comply with the law. And, by the way, it would cost taxpayers in the state a ton of money. The judge said to Kennedy's team, this isn't a game. Kennedy's team said they will be appealing because they claim there's another law that does allow for delayed release of ballots under certain circumstances. But it's unclear if an appeals court in North Carolina is going to agree with Kennedy's team before those ballots go out tomorrow morning. Same deal in Michigan. Kennedy sued to get his name removed from the ballot, but just this week, another judge said, nope, this isn't a game. Michigan's Secretary of State said under Michigan law, candidates who are nominated and accept a minor party's nomination shall not be permitted to withdraw, and a judge agreed. And then in Wisconsin, Kennedy asked to withdraw from the ballot, but this week, the State Elections Commission voted and said no. Kennedy's name has to stay. Well, yesterday, Kennedy sued to get his name removed, saying the state law discriminates against independent candidates. Wisconsin state law does not provide a way for independent presidential candidates to remove themselves from the ballot after they have submitted nomination papers unless they die. Kennedy did not qualify to appear on the ballots in those 3 other critical swing states, so I will keep you posted if anything changes in Michigan, Wisconsin, and North Carolina.